Hi guys, and welcome back to another Alternative Idol podcast. I'm Terry, your host from the Alternative Idol Facebook group, and I'm joined by my regular co-host, Gary from Idol is Shit.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And John from Straight from Japan.
Hello.
We had a week off last week because, in all honesty, there wasn't quite enough.
Everyone else took the week off.
Yeah, everyone else took the week off, yeah. So we didn't have anything for you. But we're back with a slightly more packed show than last week. So hopefully we have some more stuff for you anyway. Let's put it that way. I would say thanks to everyone who watched last week's VOD. But there wasn't one. So we could probably just crack on with the show. And thanks to everyone who's joined us today. Anything you guys want to say before we start? Or are you good?
Just glad to be back.
It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, I am ready.
Cool.
You're like SpongeBob.
Indeed.
No, absolutely not.
No?
Just not a fan of SpongeBob at all by the look of it. Anyway, so what are we going to kick off with? We're going to kick off with something that happened.
Yeah, you did something.
I did do so. Well, actually, a few of us did. A few of us, including some people in chat, and that's obviously going to be the NECRONOMIDOL show that happened in Charing Cross in London on Tuesday. I'm sure everyone else has done their own blog posts and their own, recaps and all that sort of stuff, and you guys have seen it all over the Twitter and that sort of stuff. But we thought we'd stick it in there and have me talk about it and ramble on like I usually do. So yeah, turned up to the venue, the Water Rats. It's not the kind of usual place I would go for a gig, in all honesty. Yeah, and it was quite funny. You had you kind of a usual assortment of like Baby Metal fans, Bandmade fans, some Necro fans. Everyone's in the black t-shirts, jeans, that sort of thing, looking like they're ready for a metal gig, right? And then you're surrounded by like people in like suits and like summer dresses, and a lot of confused probably usual punters of the place.
Just there to get some lunch, minding
get
their own business.
get some overpriced gastropub food or whatever.
Then you all descended on the place.
Pretty much, and we descended upon the place really early as well, to be honest with you. Like, I can't remember. I got there at about 4, maybe just past 4. And there was already people in the bar, in all honesty. Not to mention the girls, sound rehearsing and that sort of stuff. So that was quite interesting to kind of walk in and realise they were like about 5 meters, like in front of like an open door. I was like, oh, well, that's where they are. So that was interesting. Didn't expect that, or neither to see them running by in plain clothes like before the gig. Keep getting in and out. God knows where they were going. I'm assuming to wherever they were staying, which is apparently close by. So that was interesting. The actual set itself was amazing. I met a lot of guys. I met some guys who are in the chat now. Baka was there from chat. We had Segazora, or Jake, as you guys probably know him. He was there. I don't know if Is Chris with us today? Chris from group. Chris was in there anyway. Chris was there. So I met a lot of lovely people. So that was pretty good. Let us know if we're having technical problems, but as far as I can see, we seem to be fine. Oh, that's not good. Is it not working properly? I hope to God it is.
It's
as long as his voice is coming through. Is voice coming through fine?
Yeah, for me, it hasn't spun at all. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if it's spun. The stream health seems to be fine. If you keep getting weird stuff, let us know, guys. But
try knocking the quality down a little bit.
No, it says stream is healthy. It says there's no problem. Yeah, maybe just knock the stream down a bit and maybe see if that makes things better. Don't worry. But yeah, met loads of lovely people. That was pretty awesome. Had a good time. The show was kind of my first time ever seeing Necro, and kind of my first ever proper alternative idol show. So that was a blast. Exactly what I expected. I'm sure there's some other people there that probably wasn't expecting what kind of descended upon them, to be honest with you, and probably didn't quite know who Necro were. But it seems like Necro has made loads of new fans, which is amazing. A lot of people aren't getting anything but the spinny circle of doom. Maybe refresh. Give it a quick refresh if you're not getting stuff. Well, if they got spinny circle of doom, they can't even hear me saying this. That's weird.
It's weird. I knocked it down to 480 and it's working fine, so
That's weird.
I don't know.
I don't know, if you guys are still having problems, let me know. Either way, this will be on the VOD anyway. I'm locally recording it, so everyone will get everything that's on there. Hopefully it doesn't get too out of sync. But yeah, at the end of the day, Necro was awesome. They played everything I wanted them to play, apart from Sarnath. They didn't play Sarnath, which I was a bit gutted about. But they played Skulls in the Stars, which obviously everyone was going to be waiting for. Dawn Slayer, which is their new single, which I was a bit dubious about when I first heard a live clip of on Twitter. I was like, oh, this sounds a bit, don't know, how would I describe it? A bit baby metal, I suppose. Like, it sounded very, it didn't have the, you know.
I heard, didn't someone say it kind of sounded like Dragon Force?
A bit, yeah, a bit power metal-y. But live, I can say, live, it's amazing. It's a good song. It's got like this like sort of machine gun drumming part, and they kind of like do like pretend like shooting of guns or whatever, and like the choreography, and then they have like this big soaring chorus bit. So yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. It was a good live song. And you had all the MC part where the girls, you know, was talking and that sort of stuff. At first they were just kind of saying a few little bits and bobs, and then later on you had Ricky come out and basically translate. As a few people have already mentioned, Ricky he's originally from America, right? Or am I wrong on this? He's from America, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so obviously he's still got some old school American lingo. So he was obviously trying to translate what the girls were saying into something that we could understand. And as a few people pointed out in their blogs and posts about it already, is that he he said basically stoked like about 1 million times. But he was super enthusiastic, and it was really nice to meet him. And he seems like a really nice guy. And yeah, it seems like they've done really well with this. So I'm quite
there was a
quite
ton
pleased.
of people there.
A lot more than what I expected. So everyone else was talking about him, was like, oh, how many tickets did they sell, and how many people do you think would come? And then the DJ was playing music and that sort of stuff leading up to, you know, them coming out, and it was packed, you know, people come in, but there was a lot of space at the back. And then by the time everyone actually got their places, I remember turning around, you know, to look at Jake after I'd managed to like somehow squeeze in at the front after a bit of nagging and asking a few people, you know, look, I'm short, guys, like I can't see, could anyone do me a favour? Luckily Baka was nice enough to scooch on over to the side and yeah, let me in front of him. So that worked out really well. Thanks, Baka, on that one. I got a really good view, and luckily Baka's much taller than me, so managed to just completely look over me. So that worked out.
There was 140 people.
140 people. So that's pretty good.
That's a pretty
more
good show.
than some shows in Tokyo.
Pretty much. That's a big turnout for them. And the girls seem pretty overwhelmed by it, to be honest with you. Especially Himari, I think it was, on her little bit where, you know, she was talking about like NECRONOMIDOL family and meeting everyone and that sort of stuff. Yeah, they seemed like they got a really warm welcome from us, and I think London, I think we did them good. I think we did them proud, and it was really nice seeing everyone else there for an idol show, even if some of our idol mix and chant and stuff wasn't quite up to par as the Japanese standards, you know. The main thing is everyone gave it a go and everyone was getting involved. So I think that's all they can ask for, and that's all we can really give them at this point. But yeah, this is the first for proper alternative idol show in the UK, and we need to carry this on now. So first show could lead on to better things and other people come in as well. Well, better things would just be more Necro. If they could come back again, that'd be fantastic. They did mention quite a few times actually during the gig that they wanted to come back and that they'll be back. Even directly from Ricky's mouth, he said, "We will be back."
Every group says that.
He says that, but he meant it. I could see.
So did all the groups.
I could see the truth in his eyes.
All the bands I go and see, oh, we'll be back real soon.
Well,
I'd like to get him over here to the States. That's what I'd like.
It's good.
I'm sure that'll happen.
The mix is awesome.
That is, those performance visas are expensive.
Maybe Canada.
True.
Yeah, maybe Canada.
That's not too bad, right?
For some next music.
Well, at the moment you've got everyone in France at the Japan Expo, and obviously apparently that's not going quite as well.
Those lines look pretty brutal.
Yeah, pretty brutal. And some other things I've seen pop up on Twitter about apparently some Japanese fans of Japanese groups that are performing in Japan Expo in Paris. They've come over, and now see, at Japan Expo you can get a certain amount of Bupan tickets, which is, you know, time to spend with the girls. The Japanese fans came over and they bought all the merch and got all the Bupan tickets, so none of the foreign fans have been able to spend any time with.
Should have lined up sooner.
They was, but the problem was, apparently, like, the Japanese fans have literally been smashing down like $200 a time. Literally going
there
up.
Should be a limit.
They haven't limited it. Yeah, Japan
Expo.
Expo. Yeah, they just haven't limited it. There's a few people on Twitter. Yeah, apparently the Hoopers, the World Standard, a couple of fans that came over after, you know, everyone who was there to really help them out, you know, because it's French, right? You know, like, if you're Japanese, you might know a bit of English, but going somewhere where then it's predominantly French speaking is probably going to be quite difficult, because that's not a language that's not an easy bypass between Japanese and French. So obviously there was English people over there with them that have obviously, you know, translated and helped out, and then they scooped up all the Bupan tickets and spent all the time with the group, and then no foreign fans got to meet them. Ouch. I've seen some very bitter tweets, but luckily that didn't happen at Necro, because everything went really well and everyone had their checkies and that sort of stuff. As you can see, my bad phone picture that Ricky managed to take for me, the lighting was absolutely diabolical.
Most checkies look terrible though.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, I mean, this wasn't even an actual checkie. The checkie looks worse than the photo, in all honesty. The checkie, I was pulling some dumb pose. Or me and Jake was debating whether or not I should dab for my for my checkie. I thought it would be funny because they might do it. Well, everyone else did stupid poses, man. Like, so that's all part of the fun, I suppose. But the lighting wasn't doing anyone any favors that night. Everything was awash in purple, pretty much. It wasn't even like black light. It was just purple light that just transcended space and time and light and washed.
You think they'd like turn the house lights on for Bupan or whatever?
I don't know.
They probably didn't know about that.
They probably didn't want to turn it on because, you know, by that point everyone was an absolute sweaty mess.
Everyone doesn't matter.
Well, obviously the girls were, because they went off stage and made sure that, you know, they didn't beef and that they were cleaned up, of course.
Good, bro.
Oh yeah, of course, you got to look good. I wasn't. I looked a mess. I was sweaty, and I was just like, got up on stage and I just kind of bowed my head a few times, said a few things, made a quick joke about being short, to which they told me that was quite kawaii. Done a quick pose, you know, said hello to Ricky or whatever, bowed my way off stage, and that was it. Apart from the fact that the stage was a bit of too high to step, so I kind of had to like ninja jump up there, to Jake's surprise, which was quite funny. Everyone had quite a few good poses. But yeah, Necro was awesome. They're performing now, right? When's the Mets show?
They're in Mets today.
But what time is the show?
Now?
Is this the 11 o'clock one?
I think so.
So they could be, yeah. So it'd be an hour ahead, right?
Sure
in France, it's literally on right now, I think, in Metz. So that's interesting. But yeah. Oh, it's done. There you go. Then.
Oh, it's done.
It's done.
Big shout out to Specific Records for arranging that.
Yeah, that was amazing, and it's been awesome.
Get Deathless on vinyl, please.
yeah,
that would be awesome.
Or in a digipack format, please.
No, red
I
and
want
green
bring
swirl.
back digipack.
Red and green swirl.
Nah, man, bring back digipack. For CDs, I mean, for future CDs, bring back digipack. No more plastic case stuff, please.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with mine. Mine's not scratchy. I don't know what the hell you guys did.
You got lucky.
Well,
I got three of them, and none of mine are scratchy.
I opened the package. That's what I did.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll move on from us.
You're pretty stoked for November now, though.
I'm super stoked for November. Only just because I'm going to get to see Necro again, which means I get to see...
Hope.
It will happen. Stop. Don't knock me down. I'm on a high. It's going to happen. I'm going to see them again. I get to see more Hino and more Necro and more Ricky, and it's going to be awesome. Put it that way. And obviously everyone else as well that I can't even dream of yet. So I'm going to go see them as well. So that'd be awesome. And you'll be there. And John will be there. We'll all be there. And
John?
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying my best. I got a good chunk saved up right now.
So
you can go with how much you've got.
We might have a live podcast from Japan.
It probably won't be live.
Well, not live maybe, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna get up at 7 in the morning to do this?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
I'll be out by then. Running around, but yeah. But anyway, that's.
Well, you'll be out when nothing's open because.
I will go stand. I will go stand in Shinjuku Crossing, or is it Shibuya Crossing? Shinjuku Crossing,
It's
isn't it?
it's
Is
Shibuya.
it Shibuya? I'll go stand in Shibuya Crossing and just stand up at the cameras and be like, yo, yo, yo.
Just call it the scramble, dude.
The scramble.
The scramble, bro.
I'm gonna scramble across
Anyway.
the scramble.
I actually saw somebody. I popped it on yesterday, and somebody ran out there with a sign
Or did it say?
pointed at the camera.
Did it?
I don't know. It was on. It was. You know how they've got two cameras.
It was
They've
like-
got clear cam and fuzzy cam.
It said,
It
John.
was fuzzy cam with the.
It just said, John, you suck.
Pretty much.
Did the-
They probably did.
Did the sign say that a bunch of groups have tweeted this week that they're recording new music?
Oh, that's a very good point because they have. But who has? That's the main point. Who's been recording?
I don't know if they've all been recording new music, but
They've been in the studio.
we've seen a couple of groups in the studio doing stuff. Mistress is in the studio. Well, at least one of their members, Bo, the new member. I figure she's just doing backing tracks.
So you
for
reckon
live
that they're
shows, probably?
You reckon that they're just getting her vocals laid over the old tracks where the old girl was?
Yeah. They've probably just been using the old tracks, and now they're laying down some vocals for some new ones, so it doesn't sound off. I think.
Reasonable.
Surprising one on the second one though, really.
Shiori from Fruitpochette was in the studio recording something. It doesn't. There's like nothing on the tweet that went with the picture that said what she was recording.
Do you think maybe she's
So I
Solo project?
solo project? Like fingers
Maybe.
crossed, maybe. But that would be cool.
don't know. I mean, yeah, they are retiring. That group is going to be done in what the end of
Couple weeks.
this month. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks, I think.
and then
The empty picture.
Tsurezure. Yep, the
Yeah.
empty picture is Tsurezure.
Allegedly.
They
Yeah.
well,
Well, it was
yeah.
posted by a Siva, and he was saying, recorded 3 new songs for Tsurezure, blah blah blah. And I messaged saying like, awesome. Is this gonna be on the new single? And he put must be, and I was like, you're the producer,
You
dude.
got
Like,
sassed, bro.
I got must be.
Yeah, he's straight sassy.
I mean, he has English in it. He has English. He's Englished me before, and he's fine. So he definitely has English. He's probably just like, yeah, it must be.
He was sassing you bad.
And Tsurezure are announcing something in a few hours here, I think it said.
Yep. So what? 12 o'clock is it? I think 12 o'clock.
Sometime in the next, 4 or 5 hours, I believe.
Nice.
So,
So-
what are we expecting it to be?
Single, hopefully,
Single.
because it comes out in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you telling me about the Amazon thing.
Oh yeah.
I just got an email from HMV earlier today that it.
So it's confirmed then. So it must be what they're. So just chuck out what you lot had found or whatever you lot had, gotten the information or whatever.
We're being very cryptic, aren't we?
Well, no,
Not really.
I mean they're
it's
probably
not
about. They're
confirmed,
about to.
So I don't really want to
Well,
Anyway,
essentially,
so-
we found a few listings of the
I
new single.
like to pre-order stuff,
Indeed, you do
so I check Amazon a couple times a week.
religiously.
So I was like, okay, the Tsurezure single was meant to come out on the 7th of August or whatever. So maybe they've got a placeholder listing for it or something.
Like a to be
So-
announced or something.
Yeah, like a TBA or whatever. So, I just went on there, had a look, and there's a listing for a Tsurezure single called Loud Asymmetry.
Yep.
So, I guess Amazon have
Done what they usually do.
done gone and
Done gone
stolen
goofed.
Tsure's thunder. so.
Yeah. And I know who posted it.
Unconfirmed reports that the single is titled Loud Asymmetry.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in the next 3 to 4 hours or whatever.
I have to
Hopefully we'll get
imagine
some-
they're announcing it.
Well, hopefully we're gonna find out why they was. Do you remember a while ago they were taking some pictures without any clothes on? Don't get excited.
No, they said that was...
That is
for-
the cover art, right?
Well, no, they said they were shooting stuff for the
Something.
next single.
Oh, okay, yeah. But they weren't wearing any clothes in the picture, from the look of it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Unconfirmed reports.
Unconfirmed reports. You heard it here first. But yeah,
Anyway,
we'll find out.
Malcolm Mask McLaren's New Girls looks like they're laying down their backing tracks as well.
Yep.
Just to skip that forward a little bit.
Good old MMM.
Gotta get the.
Speaking
Well,
of recording, someone's actually already recorded something and it's brand new and they finally performed it. Who is that?
So, everyone's favorites on mine, Gokigen Teikoku.
Yeah.
They have a new song that they've been performing at their live shows. It's called Shinya Ramen no Psycho, or Late Night Ramen is the best.
I mean, they're not wrong.
That's kind of like the rough English translation.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a release date. Much like every Gokigen song.
Nothing has a release date apart from their YouTube videos.
Apart from that one single that you can get, but it's really out of date.
Yeah.
But they've also been recording a bunch of stuff because they've been tweeting about it pretty much constantly for the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
So maybe they're doing like a little EP or something. I don't know.
I hope so.
They do have their big one man coming up in a month and a half, roughly.
Yeah, it's not that far away. Yeah.
It's like the start of September. So
I've
maybe
seen it
they'll
so
announce
much. I thought it was even
something.
closer than that. They've been talking about it forever.
Yeah, they might announce something there. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. So everyone's recording stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 'tis the season. man.
Get hype.
Pretty much. That's about it.
I don't have a segue for this next.
You don't
one.
have a
It's
segue
just-
for
It's so weird.
So from some guy.
Well, are you finished?
Oh, okay. John coming through with the good segue. All right, so we'll, just so people understand.
That's once in a lifetime.
Go on. So just in case people don't understand what the segue was, you better explain on this one.
Oh, okay. We got some new groups here, and the first one we're going with here is a group called Pinky, Nora, and Petra.
Okay.
And
You're
what
gonna
we
shout
got,
it, bro.
huh?
You're gonna shout it. There's exclamation marks.
I'm not gonna shout it. I know it's supposed to be shouted, at least 2/3 of it. I don't know why Nora doesn't get a shout.
She's known as
I
the
know.
quiet one.
That's what I was wondering. It's like
Oh.
But this is some kind of a odd fusion group, apparently, of who's this?
Fujisaki.
girl
It's
from,
Ayani
Dempagumi?
Fujisaki. Yeah,
Fujisaki.
it's Pinky. It's
The-
Pinky from
the
Dempagumi.
blue one from Dempagumi.
Even though she's called Pinky.
Yep.
Lol.
And two Finnish girls who actually are their own idol group called Dear Stars, Nora and Petra, from Finland. Huh? Finnish. Huh? I made a joke.
Damn foreigners, they come over here, they steal our jobs.
Jesus Christ. Steal our water. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, but have either of you guys looked at these two Finnish girls' videos?
Oh yeah, I've seen like
No.
their dance things. I've seen like their dance videos and stuff like that, but I haven't heard any singing or anything like that from them.
Yeah, me neither. So
yeah.
but all of their tweets are in Japanese, so
Oh yeah, they seem to have
I
the.
think they got a pretty good handle on
They're
it.
doing the Ali and Sally approach, I guess.
Yeah, but they just announced their formation and that they're releasing a single. This was all announced on August 24th. So
Okay.
or it's gonna be on August 24th. I'm releasing it. Their formation was announced, and their single release will be the 24th of August. God damn it.
25th of June.
You
The
probably
sentence
just
I wrote
started
here is
drinking, too.
confused. The sentence I wrote here is confusing me. I'm confusing myself with my ridiculous sentences. On the 25th of June, they announced their formation and that they're releasing a single on August 24th.
And they've already performed.
Much better.
And now they're going to be performing at TIFF.
They are performing at TIFF on the 5th. So, what is that, the first day?
Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about
I'm not
right.
going to TIFF, so I'm just.
Yeah, don't really care, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't rub
But
my face in it.
Yeah.
If anybody's over there for TIFF, you can go watch them.
Yeah. I'm sure when TIFF season comes up, we'll have plenty of stuff to talk about for TIFF. But until then, I don't want to think about it because I'm not going.
I just hope this isn't some kind of cringy ethnic sounding music.
Do you think it's
Yeah,
like?
they don't-
Is it like inverse Lady Baby? Is that? Is that what we're going with?
I don't know, but judging by, I don't know, because they got some kind of weird, it almost looks like Dutch flower costume type
Kind
things
of.
going on here.
Kind of.
They're like Minute Maids.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very odd. And I mean,
it
I
will
haven't
be
been able to find
interesting
any
to
video.
see what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what they sound like. I'm assuming probably some sort of Dempa type style, maybe.
Polka Demba.
Polka
There you
Dempa,
go.
wow. And they're going to wear clogs and that sort of thing and dance about poles and stuff like
Fusion. Straight up fusion.
that. Wow.
Fusion core.
Oh my god. You could just call it Polkor. That would have been better. Polka Gumi. There you go.
Yeah, we'll have to see on that one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, I
there'll
don't know,
be a
it's-
music video. There'll probably be a music video, right?
Oh, of course. I'm sure there's
Yeah,
probably...
it's an interesting fusion, to say the least.
Dem Polka Gumi Incorporated.
Jesus. Maniac coming through with the big one. There you
Coming
go.
in like a wrecking ball.
Oh god.
Well, moving on. Another group that I just kind of stumbled across by accident.
Our resident idol prospector, John. Finding
Yeah.
all the new stuff for us.
The idol sommelier.
Yeah.
Well, this one's Hisatsu Imomomo.
I kept getting the wrong amount of mo's on it, so I was like, oh,
Imomomo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imomomomo.
Yeah.
And they are emo kawaii, is the way they're framing themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Is that different from Yami Kawaii?
Wait, they've
Well-
got to make some distinction, and otherwise they're just going to be like called a
It's a
rip-off.
gimmick, brother.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this.
Because more,
Yeah,
cause
I
more
have
money,
no
more
idea.
problems.
They do have an intro video which has some interesting music.
Hmm.
I mean, the beginning's kind of, it's nice, subtle music, and then it kind of goes into this, like, I don't, did either of you guys watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it kind of maybe like a doom metal type? It's pretty slow, plodding,
No
kind of
idea.
jinty.
Depression core.
Yeah,
Yeah, depression core.
Jesus Christ! Now we've got depression core. It's what.
So I'm just assuming that they're gonna take the emo part of emo kawaii to heart and
Right.
be all depressing.
all of
and-
these tags mean absolutely nothing to me. I'll just wait and then see what they sound like, because at the moment with a picture like that, they just look like Ice Cream Suicide.
Yeah, well, their debut's on the 26th of this month, and they're playing with their sister group. Oh God, I don't have a translation.
Yeah,
Their
just
sister group.
skip the sister group's name because
No,
that's
it's
ridiculous.
Sarah.
Miami.
Ourselves out for-
No, it's Miami
Yep,
Tomoko.
that's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's fine.
I haven't written any stories on them. I haven't looked into that group, so I don't know anything about them. But apparently, they're a sister group of emo here,
Yeah,
or emo mo.
Mo, yeah,
Mo?
yeah.
Mo?
It is Mo.
But
Imomomomo.
yeah, they're
Easy.
debuting at they're playing at Shinjuku Club Science on the 26th.
On the 26th. Yeah,
Yep.
that's not that far away.
No, and there's 7 of them. 7.
One of
2, 3,
you
4,
guys
6,
said
7?
that one of them kind of looks like Chan Momo from.
It's the one on the far right with the baby metal mask. She looks a bit like Chan Momo. She
And
looks
she
like
wears blue.
I said she looked like Chan Momo before the surgery, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, they've. I wrote a story on them. It's on my website, straightfromjapan.com.
The one on the
All
far
their
left.
Twitters and crap are there.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you
Go
wanna
check out
look
one.
for 'em.
The one on the far left sort of looks like a slutty secretary or something like that. I'm not quite sure what they're going for costume wise. She's got like fishnets and a garter belt. And like
Straight out the Don Quixote.
yeah, and like a well placed beauty mole or something like that. I was like, oh god. So she's dancing around in them
Yeah.
high heels. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear this group.
Mm,
And then we've got who's this? Sheeta is the short-haired blonde one here on the
Boy,
if on the visual. She's on the left side, second one in, and she's got
Purple.
She's got slit wrists,
The fake slit wrists, yeah.
Because emo.
Because emo, yeah. There's nothing more.
And apparently
emo.
one shoe.
And
well,
one
at least
shoe.
in her promo picture, she's got one shoe.
I have no idea. You just go to Straight from Japan and go to John's website and just go and look at all their individual pictures and figure out what's going on. Because I looked and I was just like, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Put it that way.
Hope for the
Oh,
best,
dear indeed.
but don't be surprised. If
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't turn out right.
no ice cream suicide hype trains, guys. Like until we hear what's going on. I'm
Yeah,
not,
well,
I'm
they're
not,
not-
I'm not
they're
putting
not
any
dropping a
fruits into this basket until
They're
I
not
hear.
dropping a full-length album on the day they debut, so,
That's
they got that going for them.
Yeah, I suppose so. It also might mean that they have no material, but we'll find out. So, who's your next new group, John? Who else have you got?
Okay, this one. Oh, this is a tough pronunciation, isn't it? Is this Shuengu Bupan?
Shuengo.
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 Yeah.
Because there's two U's.
And then Bupan, yeah.
Draw out the U.
You got to draw it out.
Shuengo, Bupan.
Now, this group is. I've been told that their sound is going to be pretty much a straightforward idol rock, and they've got some tracks on SoundCloud.
What's the main
And
thing
it
we haven't?
is.
What's the main thing we haven't pointed out? That
There's
everyone's going to be
20 of
looking
them.
at the
Oh,
pictures.
that there's
There's not.
20 of them.
There's only 5 of them. They're winding up. It's 5 of them. Just there's 4 different pictures of each girl. There's only 5 of them. We looked at
That's
this
true,
and I was
yeah.
like, "What is this? Is this the all idol AKB now? Is that?" It's not.
That's what I
It's not.
thought,
There's
too.
only 5 of them. There's only 5 of them. It's the same
There
girl
is
4
only
times.
5.
I like how we've managed to confuse chat, even though we did say there is only 5 of
There
them.
is only 5. There is
Yeah,
only 5.
There is only 5. I wrote a story on this group too. That I've got individual pictures for all of them on there. So
It's just the most biggest wind up ever that they went and took, and they even slightly changed their hair as well, just to make it look even worse.
it took me a second. I looked at it and I was like, "Why is there so many?" And I was like, "Wait a second. A couple of these girls look. Oh, it's 4 rows of 5. Haha."
Yeah.
But this group here,
Yeah.
that hasn't even. I don't even think they've debuted yet.
What? Yeah, they are.
No,
8th of
no.
July.
Today.
Yeah,
They debuted
we've got
today.
footage in group already, bro. We've got live footage
Yeah,
of them.
that's right.
Woo!
But they are playing TIFF somehow.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take much.
Anyone can play TIFF, bro.
Yeah, just apply, bro. Go.
Well, then why'd they have that big stupid contest?
Because that'll be for like the
You-
bigger
you
stages.
remember?
If you want to get on the pish posh stage, then you know.
Yeah, you'll be playing some like
Yeah.
tiny tent or something.
Yeah.
Well, that surprised me.
But yeah, you can get in there.
I don't know.
But
Anyway, they've
yeah,
got
they-
songs out on SoundCloud. They're pretty much just your standard.
It's
idol
melodic
rock.
hardcore, bro.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
what
it's
is
like
that what we're
actually,
calling
yeah,
it?
it is melodic hardcore. Yeah. It's kind of
Well, I'm
like
not
it's
a
kind of
label.
like what Malcolm Max McLaren is supposed to be instrumentally anyway. What they claim
They
to
didn't
be.
say that. They just named the album.
They named the
Melodic
album
Hardcore.
Melodic Hardcore and then had one melodic hardcore song on the entire album. Well, maybe 2.
Anyway,
But yeah.
go listen to Goodbye Bye Bye. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a good song. Or
And somehow
Hello Samurai. Is it Hello Samurai?
No, it's Samurai.
Somehow-
Thank you.
Oh, Samurai, thank you. There you go.
Somehow Goodbye Bye Bye only has half of the plays of the other 2 songs.
Probably because it was
Yeah, which
posted
is-
first. That might be why.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's the first one you see though. So it's.
No, because
I think that's the first one.
Isn't it like the last one on the list? A lot of people just click on the first song, I think. SoundCloud.
It's top of the list.
Is it? Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's top of the list.
Man,
Maybe
people
it's
have
the-
shit taste. More at 11.
Lol.
Anyway, I didn't find any. Well, there are other new groups, but I didn't.
We'll some of them. But yeah, there's actually live footage of this group in the Facebook group right now. So if you want to go watch that, go to the group and you can go check out live footage of Shuengo Bupan. Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
search
and-
Alternative Idol on Facebook.
and
And
you'll
if you're
find
not a member, we'll let you.
And you'll find 2 groups, but just go with the one that only says Alternative Idol.
yeah. Cool.
Anyway,
So
that's
from
for
one melodic
newness.
hardcore group to
Yeah.
another, or one that's supposed to be. Who have we got?
So yeah, got a bit of Malcolm Max McLaren news that we kind of alluded to at the start. See,
Yeah.
it's all we weave it together, you know.
We've come full circle.
So Malcolm Max McLaren, they lost a member like a week ago, right?
Is it now? I think now went.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
left because of health reasons, I believe it was.
Yeah.
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 So instead of getting one new member to replace her, McLaren got 2 new members.
A few groups do that, don't they? They're like,
I think they're hedging their bets.
yeah, it's kind of, instead of going for the 3 and you're someone in the middle, we're just going to go 4, and if someone drops out, you've still got 3.
Oh, people in chat saying they still need to listen to McLaren. Go try and find their melodic hardcore album somewhere.
Yeah, good
it's
luck
out
with
of
that.
print,
It's
though,
out of
so
print.
good luck. So yeah, 2 new members. We've got Momo, who's the blonde one.
Yep.
And we have Kana, who's the
Winky face one.
Yeah, the winky
Yeah.
face, long-haired one.
Winky face.
The
And
kinda
short blonde hair.
reddish brown hair, I guess.
Yeah.
Their debut live will be July 15th at Shibuya Deseo. Pretty nice venue. Bit small, but hey,
It's not bad.
Who did I see there? Screaming 60s, I think.
I
that
remember we
sounds
looked up, yeah.
Did they make you do push-ups?
Squats. It was squats that
Oh,
time.
okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, not good. And McLaren are also having their 2nd anniversary no, it's not one man. It's just a massive kind of multi-group show. There's like Double Land and all these. I think Guso Drop are on there.
Oh, okay.
September 23rd, Tsutaya Onest. So if anyone's in Tokyo, September 23rd, maybe go check that out.
Yeah, it might be cool.
That's pretty much it for that story. Let me just check real quick who all is actually playing that show, because I should know it, but I don't.
Is there more people than what you actually thought were going to be there?
There's Malcolm McLaren, Guso Drop,
Yeah.
Screaming 60s, Double Land, that one girl from Devil Anthem,
Oh, yeah. Is that the dub
So,
idol
yeah.
girl? The dub idol one?
Kurumi.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a dub
That's the dub idol girl, yeah.
So yeah, then there's a couple others, but
Is what's their name? The other Guso Drop spin-off on the, absolute, whatever they're called. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Junkies.
No, the absolute
No,
princess or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Jaime, the Zataichi.
Yeah,
No.
Hime is it?
What-
Oh, they're not.
No, he may go through Arnold.
I haven't heard much
Yeah.
from them in a while.
No, they are.
I'm pretty sure it's just
I mean, they
like,
tweet.
It's just Malcolm Mask and some of their friends, basically.
Oh, yeah, that's not too bad then.
Do we think that their sound is going to change at all? I mean, they're going to have to chop all their songs
I would
up
like
in
to see them
different-
go
I
more.
hope it's better than the single that just came out.
Yeah, Bordeaux, more like boredom.
Uh,
I'm joking. It wasn't. It wasn't that bad.
Guys. That
It
was
wasn't.
Terry
It,
at
it,
Ramen Shuriken on Twitter. He said that.
and this is why I'm the hated one. Thank you guys. But no, do you know what? No, the single was alright in it. I've heard better songs from it.
Their
Personally.
album is much better, but like I said, it's out of print. Someone should get on that. Please reissue it or something.
Yeah. Well, when
yeah,
they get
because
popular.
you're gonna. Well, if you find one right now in the auctions, you're probably gonna be dropping at least $100.
Because
What?
I feel bad recommending people that album, and then they're like, "But I can't buy it."
Yeah. You might
do
have
you
to.
mean,
You
what?
might have to keep it on the DL and DL it if you get what I mean.
I don't get what you mean, because that's
pirate. That's pirate.
unsave-
That's
that's
pirate lingo.
unsavory.
Yeah, it's very unsavory. I'm sorry. But yeah, we can move on if you guys want from MMM. Any more MMM?
No, that's pretty much it, man. It'll be interesting. I'm assuming there'll be like a new single coming at some point, because they'll want to like show off the new members and stuff.
Oh, standard. Expect something probably really soon. In all honesty.
Well, I'm also assuming something that these two girls are probably not. They don't have any previous idol experience, or they just created new Twitters, because both their Twitters are very new.
They probably just made new Twitters, bro.
Yeah, they've been auditions.
Also, it's
they
possibly.
they probably know what they're doing. I think they'll be alright. We'll see. Everyone who goes
You
to
don't
that show
need
will find out.
experience, bro. You just need passion and hard work. Hard work will always be rewarded.
Sell me that
I
dream,
know,
baby.
like Ice
Sell me
Cream
that dream.
Suicide.
No. Anyway, let's
AKB selling that dream, boy.
let's move on. Let's move on to something that I want to talk about now. Finally,
Your favorite group?
I haven't. I've only finally got to mention them after so long of them disappointing me and not putting something out. I can finally say that I can talk about Mistress on the show.
You've written like a short story here in the doc.
I thought,
as well,
some
so-
people might not be familiar with them, other people might, but Mistress is basically the new group from, how do you pronounce the name? AKB. Who also have who on their label? Who's on the label?
There's Clock and Botan.
Clock and Botan. So
Anybody who was Bell Ring before.
Yeah, anybody who was Bell Ring. Everyone knows that, people split off from Bell Ring. Someone went and did the Clock and Botan. What's her face? The solo girl. And then some of them, theirs. And obviously everyone remembers Kamra from Bell Ring Girls Heart, the small one that was mental. She basically left to go and become a captain of a new group that AKB was setting up. She basically changed her name, obviously her idol name or whatever, to Yoneko now, and now she's the captain of Mistress.
Yo, Neko.
Yo, Neko. Yeah. Their idea of what they said it was, well, someone asked Yoneko what music they made, and she said it was a blend of psychedelic trance and J-pop. Someone asked her what psychedelic trance was, and she didn't know. So I'm assuming she's just saying words, isn't it, like psychedelic trance or whatever. She didn't really know, but essentially they're producers. Yeah, that's what the kind of the stuff is anyway. It's kind of like, I don't know, like exotic stuff.
It's like jungle drums and all that kind of crazy
all sorts
shit.
of crazy stuff. Yeah, like,
Is it like world music?
Yeah, kind of like Spanish
sure,
guitar
world music.
with like trance, and then like samples of like sort of like almost like Indian-y,
I only
Asian-y
shop
type singing.
in the world music section.
Oh, but yeah, essentially their first single, I think it's Sfaha Racer, I think, and I should know what Sfaha means, but I don't. But I think it's got something to do with something. I need to look it up. But anyway, it released on Ototoi. If you guys don't know what Ototoi is, it's a Japanese site, I believe, that you can go and buy and download music and that sort of stuff. They also have an app for phones as well. So if any music you get on there, you can get on your
well
phone.
said in Sanskrit.
Well said, Eraser. Oh, Sanskrit. Okay, there you go. That makes sense with their kind of like the kind of theme that they have, especially
It's
with their
a
outfits.
Hindu and Buddhist term.
Which makes sense because their music sounds kind of Indian-y oriented. You'd have to go and listen to it anyway. I think you can listen to it on
you get like
Ototoi.
30-second previews.
Or you
it gives
can-
you a pretty decent.
Or you can buy the whole thing for 500 yen, I think it is. It's only cheap, 500 yen.
Or if you were quicker off the mark, like a couple weeks ago, you could go.
So I got it for free because obviously I have them thingied, and someone was like, Terry, make my shirt free, go, because I've been waiting. So obviously it released on the 13th of June and was available for free until the 7th. So today's the 8th, so bad luck to anyone who wants it now. But it is well worth it. Go and listen to the previews or ask someone who got it for free if they can say whether or not to recommend it. I say yes. It's very unique though, so don't expect... Yeah, just don't expect
It's
anything.
An acquired
Don't
taste.
expect anything. Just go and listen to it, and then if you like trance music...
I'd recommend the title of track 3.
You like joint,
as
yeah.
part of your listening experience. No, I was making a joke about how you should probably light one up.
Oh. So yeah, the official release comes out on the 15th of this month. So it's like next week or after next week. And the track list is Svaha, Racer, Deeper and Joint. They also have a 4th song that they play live called Mo Strain, which is probably my favourite song from them. But obviously that'll be on the next release.
So it's not on the physical release?
No. It's
Oh,
not.
that sucks.
But then again, it's only meant to be a single, so 3 tracks for a single. I don't know, 4 tracks for a single. That might as well be like
Hey,
a
man,
mini EP, right?
You'll Meltmore put out an EP with 2 tracks on it. So.
We don't speak of Jewel Meltmore, not until later anyway, so we'll have to see what we get on there. But yeah, Mistress are awesome. I really like them. That's my Ramen Shuriken stamp of approval. Not that it means fuck all, but yeah, that's who I'm digging at the moment. And have been for a while since I could only watch their stuff on YouTube. The actual studio songs are pretty good. There's a lot of depth and a lot of stuff going
I think
on.
you just like the choreography, bro.
Oh, for Mo Strain, yeah. Mo Strain's got some
That's
sick
why
like
it's your favorite
some
song.
sick like hip grinding and some crazy like jumping about. When they first played it, the fans were definitely a bit like, holy crap, what is going on here? So go check that out on YouTube anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna stop like fan gushing over Migma Shelter, and we can move on to the next item, which is you, Mr. Gary.
Yeah, the item that I got volunteered for. So
Yeah,
let's
you
make
got
the best of it.
You got volunteered for this one. I'm not gonna lie.
So there's going to be another whack documentary type thing. It feels like there's been, I don't know,
A ton,
3, 4, 5 in the last like 6 months.
pretty much.
This documentary's covering the whack auditions that they did. Like a couple months ago.
So this is the one that
4
where
months
they
ago?
these are the ones where they ended up with Momo and what's her face in it, right?
Leafy Bread.
Yeah, leafy bread. Yeah.
It's called The Documentary of Whack Audition Orchestra Story.
So we're not quite sure what the orchestra story bit's about, apart from
It's just because Biss stole orchestra for like 18 hours or whatever. Right?
and then they didn't even get to perform it once.
Yeah, giving everybody a panic.
They could have at least
Sure.
performed it once, just to like solidify the terror that Biss might have actually stole it, but unfortunately they didn't get a chance.
So, according to John, who told me this, so he's to blame if it's incorrect information.
But he's our knowledge finder. He's right.
This was already shown on the Space Shower TV. Yes, like on the 6th, I guess.
Yep.
That is the information that I received.
They probably didn't show all of it, right? Because it is getting a theatrical release in February of next year.
I believe that they did show the whole thing.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
It was probably on like really late at night or like an awkward time and only on once, so
Probably.
probably people.
I'm sure that it'll show up.
Either that or
somewhere.
there's stuff cut out,
We'll
but
find
the whole
out.
lot won't be on there.
So
Possibly.
it's like if people are familiar with the Biss Cannonball movie.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be in a similar style because they name check the Cannonball movie at least a couple of times in the article that I saw.
Yeah. And it literally says the Idol Cannonball Run 2007 movie or something like that.
So, yeah, it's coming out in theaters in February of next year, which is like
Hella
quite
late.
a ways away.
Yeah.
But
Unless there's going to be something else that's happening between then and now.
They're
And there's going to be
playing the
something
long
added to it.
game.
Yeah. Little.
Yeah, so it'll probably come out on DVD at some point next year.
Yeah,
At which point people will probably be like, well, why do I want this?
pretty much. But as with ever, the whack,
Momo's not there anymore, why do I care?
the whack slaves or whatever it is, we'll buy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you didn't have 3 days to watch every snippet of the audition footage.
I mean, I would buy it just for the bit where Ayuni visited, and that'd be it.
It was only like 130 hours, dude. I mean, come on.
Does
I know.
Does it have the performance? Does it have the what's it called? What was the exhibition?
Well,
whatever it was at the end.
Going by the trailer, it's got some.
Oh, cool.
It probably will have all. I mean, if it comes out on DVD or something, it might be a bonus.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, if it doesn't, you can always go to my website. I've got it there in a story.
Totally legitimate.
Absolutely
link
legit.
to the performance, I'm sure.
I don't even know if
Of
it's still
course.
there. You'd have to check.
But yeah,
It's still there.
there's the trailer for this actually. If you guys go up into the top right corner of the video, it's very hard to see. We should probably try and change that at some point.
Do you want me to add the little ding thing that like points to it?
There's like a little eye icon. If you click that, you'll get the playlist for this podcast.
Yeah.
It should be the first video if anyone wants to check that out.
And I'll also have the stuff that's coming up later as well. So
It will also be on the VOD if you're listening to the VOD.
shall we crack on with our last bit of news?
Yeah, man.
Well,
go
one
for
thing.
it. Oh,
One thing.
John's got more.
This documentary. Now I don't know how many people were paying attention when they were doing the audition thing, but
Yeah.
there was film crews running around. You'd see them in the background everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all their footage, not the
Okay.
footage of the audition people.
Yeah, they got assigned like different groups, right?
So the footage
so
is the footage is not the crappy web footage that we see from the
No.
yeah.
It
That'd
might
be
be
It's really good.
crappy non-web food.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
yeah.
and they had one clip I like in the trailer is Ina singing, and
Have you seen the bit of the cameraman that they gave him the big ass proper recording camera, and they expected him to do the the daily marathon with all the girls?
Yeah.
And it's like after the first couple of days they had to swap out because the first guy like collapsed and like couldn't keep up.
They got him laying on the ground.
Yeah, he looks pretty knackered.
But I'm kind of looking forward to it. But I like behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just that we spoke so much about it, and we spent a lot of time watching the auditions. And I think
some people did watch a lot of auditions.
I think that was the first time we had everyone in the Discord. I think watching it live, right? When we had quite a few of us all in there watching it live.
Oh, when they were doing the singing part,
yeah. That was pretty crazy when we had everyone in there, kind of just like, oh god, like this could be big, this could be bad, and this could be Fetus-chan. And then someone,
it was like,
someone
why
kind of
is she
called
even
it.
Here?
Someone called it like, I bet she'll get him. she did. There
was also a subbed video that came out.
Sub video. Oh yeah.
Of her speech.
Yes, that's on YouTube.
I never watched that.
You need to go and watch it. So.
Basically, she used to. Momoland is who we're talking about.
Yeah.
By the way. She used to be a shut-in.
Like yeah.
And she only auditioned because her friends were also auditioning.
And they basically like dared her to do it. Or
well, they probably forced her.
Forced her,
honest. Yeah. It'll be fun. What do you mean social anxiety? What's that?
Yeah.
Is that the same speech where apparently Leafy is like, yeah, I know it's all about her, but I'm a person too, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm being totally overshadowed by this one over here.
Well, her whole gimmick is that she's the unpopular one. That is literally her gimmick, is the unpopular one. And that means that people who are like, they don't want to like the people that everyone else likes, they pick her now, if that makes sense. So she's found her niche. She's like, I'm the unpopular one. And she basically says, oh, one day I'm going to be good enough to be the lead of BIS. And essentially I'll take over from Paul Louis. And Paul Louis is like, yeah, fair enough. If that's what you want to do, fair enough.
No, Maniac, we haven't heard anything about Project AW yet.
There's
been absolutely no word at all.
Nothing. Yeah, it never existed in the first place.
Anyone else remember when Homicidals was on the pulse of all things Alt Idol?
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, that
Maniac
was
down.
Shots fired.
Never seen a
Godzilla's not unpopular. Godzilla's massively popular. She's like stupidly popular.
Yeah, she's really popular.
Yeah, like you'd be really, really surprised how popular she is.
And she's gotten really good.
Yeah,
I think
she put in work, bro.
And if
she did put in work,
and if you piss her off, she'll kick you in the head. So
man.
that's never.
She still can't do paprika squats the whole time. That's the Kika show, but.
Hey man, squats aren't easy.
No. Right, let's move on anyway. We've dragged out whack enough. What do you think, boys?
I'm getting challenged to an arm wrestling contest in chat right now.
Well, you better jump on a plane.
He's you can practice with Ricky first.
Do it on pay-per-view. For the people.
For the people.
I'll throw $20 into that pot. Let's do it.
Oh god.
If we get to 500 subscribers, I will do an arm wrestling contest.
500 is away. I mean, I just want to do the giveaway at 200, guys. Like we're looking way into the future now.
Pretty safe.
Jesus. Hey, we're only 26 away. Only 26 away.
Well, 26 more subs, and we can do this damn giveaway that we've been. How long? How many months now? 2.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since the last giveaway that I think Kerry won. So let's move on. Anyway. Let's move on. We're getting completely. You guys are distracting me and saying.
Oh, we're getting sideways here.
Yeah. We're like a crab right now, boys. We're like a crab. Now let's move on. So the last thing for the news today was PassCode. Yes, PassCode. I think we spoke about it already on the show before. PassCode's first major label album, Zenith. It's coming out on August 2nd. By now, everyone kind of knows what's on there. There's 12 tracks. You've got some tracks from the single. You've got some new tracks. And you got the bonus DVD and the special edition and all that sort of stuff. Interesting thing about the bonus DVD stuff is that some of the music videos, so like the One Step Beyond song that everyone's probably recently seen pop about, if not we'll be speaking about it later, there'll be an English subtitled version of that. They've got another song as well called Same to You, which I predict is the ballady song from the album, which I don't think is a bad guess. It doesn't seem like it would be like a crazy hard song, but then again I thought Catharsis would be super heavy, and it turned out to be a ballady song. So you can never tell with PassCode until you hear it. But they're gonna have basically a behind the scenes thing from that video and the One Step Beyond one, all with English subtitles and that sort of stuff. So that'd be cool. There's gonna be some English subtitled stuff on the DVD. So that, and they've also got a PassCode Asia tour documentary. So this is when they went to Taiwan, right? And I think that's also gonna have English subtitles. As to how good the subtitles are, I have no idea. But it's a nice sign that they realise that they have an international fan base now, and that they're going to try and provide some sort of subtitles to go along with the DVDs, because we do watch a lot of this stuff, but some of it doesn't have subtitles. Oh yeah,
they're also doing a tour to promote the album.
They are, yeah.
In November.
And what date was that, Gary? November
the
what?
day after, the day that you're flying home.
Literally as I get on the plane. They're starting their tour like a couple of hours later, so I'll be missing PassCode unfortunately on the trip, unless they're doing.
Rebook your flight, bro.
Nah, bro, that's expensive, man. That's money. But hopefully I'll see them at like an Insta Live or some random thing that they're doing. I don't mind if I have to travel a bit. It's fine. We'll see. But yeah, at the moment, the main whole thing of this segment was to say that Zenith can be pre-ordered on iTunes at the moment. And or if you got Apple Music or whatever, you can just add it. Or if you've got Deezer, you can go and listen to it on Deezer right now. Don't laugh at Deezer. Deezer's got the track and you can listen to it. I just logged in and I listened to the song. That's amazing. So the song from the album, which I'm guessing is the lead track, maybe One Step Beyond, and that's basically instantly available. So that's available right now. You can go and listen to the whole thing if you pre-order the album, or if you just go to Deezer. Just go to Deezer and listen to it. If you don't like Apple, that's fine.
Are you a Deezer geezer?
I was the exact same thing, yeah. And when I was like, what the fuck is Deezer and who uses Deezer? And then everyone was like, I use Deezer, what's wrong with Deezer? I was like, I hadn't even heard of it until this point. But I suppose I'm so engrossed with I suppose Google Music or
Part
iTunes.
Of the Apple and Google machine.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm part of the Apple wagon. So, yeah.
The Apple cart.
The Apple, yeah, that's even better, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's that. You can go and listen to the song right now, and you're also going to probably be seeing the MV, or at least hearing us talk about it soon. So that's pretty much it.
Maybe stick around.
Yeah, stick around, because we noticed recently a lot of people normally like to desert us once we finish the news, and everyone's like, nah, and they don't want to hear our hot takes on the MVs of the week. But stick around. We've got some tasty takes on certain things, and I'm sure a lot of people have their views as well. So what did we have on this week's MVs?
Well, first up we have You'll Melt More with Moi Moi.
Moi Moi, indeed, yeah.
So this is the second video that they've put out from their, I guess it's a mini album.
Was it
Disco Psychedelia?
That's the one, Disco
Psychedelica.
Stuff like that. So the first one was the one of them doing the karaoke, right?
Yeah.
That's the one from that. Okay, yeah.
Kind of like, okay, sure.
Right. Yeah.
It was the Omori Seiko song.
Oh yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, it was okay, but we talked about that, so you guys can go back a couple of weeks and listen if you want.
Yeah. How you feeling about this one, boys?
The video's interesting.
How's chat feeling about this one? Who in chat hasn't seen it? If you're on PC or laptop, click the link at the top right hand corner, load up the video next to us.
Maybe don't if you're epileptic.
Oh, that's a very good point. Like 3/4 of the way through?
Yeah, there's like a crazy flashing
strobe
lights
section.
Strobing lights section.
Yeah. That has no warning.
That there's no warning
no
for,
warning
so
at all.
that's cool.
So yeah, Gary had to pick himself off the floor and
No, I didn't. It did give me a headache though.
Yeah, so. It is pretty, I don't have anything like that, and I was a bit like, whoa. I was like, I wish someone would have warned me about that one.
But anyway, getting back to they work as waiters in a restaurant, I
Yep,
guess.
it seems so, yeah. And it seems like they're either poisoning or trying to hypnotize or bring the customers over to their side or something.
They feel about as enthusiastic about their jobs as I feel about mine.
You mean the podcast or your real life job? You mean both?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't possibly say because I'm not allowed to say anything negative about my real life job on
that's a good
social
point.
media.
Oh no, breach of policy.
Yeah.
What Where's the fun, You'll Melt More? Where did they go?
I mean, the
That's what
song's
I'm
fun.
wondering.
I mean, I thought the song
Where did
was
they go?
fun.
They have disappeared from the face of the earth.
I don't think it's not fun. I think it's just
No, it is absolutely
it's just
not
too
fun,
chilled.
Terry,
It's just
stop.
too chilled. It's just
It's
too
not chilled. It's just
Some people are gonna think. Some
there.
people are gonna really love it. They're gonna love it that it's simple, it's catchy, it's got a fucking dance that obviously they're pushing quite obviously because they've got like a dance routine video and all that sort of stuff to it. So it's obviously going to be a massive crowd participation song. In all honesty,
They've
It
dumbed
is.
down You'll Melt More.
yeah.
They
I mean,
did. Where's-
from
I
whatever
want the
the
fun
last
back.
one.
I want the fun back.
Yeah.
The fun has left. They sucked all the fun out of the room, as we say over here.
I mean,
That's
there
my
was
hot take.
that bit with Anno on the Swagway was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
I wonder how many times they had to shoot that.
I mean, she looks like she knows how to ride it pretty well. To be honest with you, she didn't look like.
None of us are surprised by this, by the way.
Well, that she knows how to ride it.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's an Anno thing.
Yeah, like the Autismo mobile, and she's just flying around on it. Apologies.
Uncalled for.
Apologies. But yeah, she's
This, yeah,
At Ramen Shuriken
again for some more.
on Twitter.
Yeah,
I
get
think the video is definitely more interesting than the song.
yeah. I would say that as well. I like the multicolored food, like the rainbow food.
That
That's-
poor fish.
Yes, I think it's been given pride. By the
Someone
look
just
of it.
vomited a rainbow on it.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
That poor guy that had to eat whatever that
Yeah,
was.
I swear that they must have just put so much food coloring on that thing, and that guy eats it as well. You know,
100% chemicals.
yeah.
Oh no, that rainbow food stuff. That is a total hipster
That
thing
that is
over here.
that is
in the
instant
States.
diabetes, man. Like honestly, that's way too much.
But yeah, I mean, this particular video and the previous video, I can take them or leave them. You know.
Yeah. Both of them, neither of them have been. It just can't live up to the last song that they put out before that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the laughing one.
I always fuck up the name of that song. I forget it. So, but yeah, pretty much. But yeah, take or leave that song. How did you guys feel about you, man? Well, no one else has said anything. Where are you people? You're dead. You're lifeless.
Chat basically summing it up, I think.
Yeah, the song is dead. So the comment
Yeah,
section is dead.
It's crickets. We got
Oof.
crickets going on.
Ouch. So we
People
could.
are like, it's a nice song.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
Everyone's very ooh and about it. Like oh, it's Meltmore. We
It's
maybe.
not as good as Only You, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, I get that you can't do the crazy balls to the wall stuff all the time. But I haven't bought the mini album yet, but
Yeah.
I listened to the previews on iTunes.
Were they all like that?
It sure didn't sound like there was that much kind of super energetic, crazy You'll Melt More on there.
Ooh.
I don't know, we'll see. I've got a review coming up in a couple of weeks, idolashit.com.
Nice plug, and on to the next video then.
Shill it, baby, shill it.
Oh no, I've accidentally skipped one. I've gone back, it's fine, no one will notice. It's fine. So who do we have next? We got.
Yeah, John, who do we have
Who
next?
do we have next, John?
Next we got RHYMEBERRY.
I was waiting for him to get it wrong. I was like,
I wasn't gonna get it wrong. I got a list right here.
oh, good,
You got
good.
a lisp? I hadn't noticed.
Yep, got that too. RHYMEBERRY. A lot of you might not have thought we'd be talking about this group because
Yeah.
you know it's not in our wheelhouse. I
Heh,
guess.
what?
but,
RHYMEBERRY? Yeah, RHYMEBERRY's.
Rap
But I
isn't
like 'em.
alternative, bro.
Why isn't rap alternative?
Because it isn't.
Why the fuck are we covering this then?
Well, don't you hear all those rap songs? You know all those
Hey, man.
idol rap songs
Hey man,
AKB is
hey
doing.
man, we like cyber. Then again, Ricky from Necro is in the video, yeah. So there's an instant
He is.
connection, so it's automatically allowed.
Ricky from the UK, by the way.
Yeah, Ricky from the UK.
What? We didn't say Ricky's from the UK.
It
Isn't
did
that-
say he was from the UK.
Did it? Did it actually say he was from
Yeah,
the
it
UK?
was.
He's
100%
representing the UK.
Wow.
With his necro beanie.
with his necro beanie and his
Dude, that beanie is tight.
and his super
He's
excitable
savage, bro.
accent.
But
yeah.
anyway,
That
one's pretty.
Brazilian guy was the most Asian-looking Brazilian guy I've ever seen.
He was.
Well,
And I watched mixed martial arts.
But yeah, song-wise, what are you guys feeling?
I like this song.
And the song's
I
called
thought it was
Tokyo
it was
Chewing
pretty
Gum?
fun. It's called Tokyo Chewing Gum.
Yeah.
And it is fun.
It's fun. As fun as idol rap goes, anyway. Because some people say idol rap can be a bit samey.
You hear one idol rap song, you've heard them all.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Let's move on.
But RHYMEBERRY is they've changed members a bit. I'm not going to go into
They've
it.
really changed members.
I think there's like one girl that I remember.
Yeah, the one with the hat is the only
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, the one with the short hair. It seems like she's the rapper. And
she
then,
is RHYMEBERRY.
Yeah, she is RHYMEBERRY surrounded by like 3 idol girls that like.
They should have
sing
just
and
put
do whatever.
Yoshida Rine in here.
Yeah, but she's like all about doing her own thing, isn't she?
I'm just saying.
Didn't she just bring
Rap
out
super group, man?
Didn't she-
Remember NWA?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm digging it. It's good. The video's a bit plain-ish, I suppose. Like they didn't spunk too much money on it. It's pretty cheaply shot by the look
They're
of it.
walking around like Shibuya by the look of things.
Yeah, it looks. But it's good.
Yeah, and
But the song's
they
good.
got Ricky, and he
they
didn't
got Ricky.
respond to any of my tweets talking about him. So.
He probably doesn't want anyone to
He's
know.
like, "What are you talking about?
He's like-
That was my twin brother, Mickey."
I'm currently in the middle of my EUPOPE tour, yeah. So
EUPOPE.
my EUPOPE tour. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to decline to talk about anything. Yeah, Ricky's appearance did pay for the EUPOPE tour. That is completely correct, indeed. So yeah, anything
But
else
yeah,
you guys
that-
want to
no,
say
the
about
old-
RHYMEBERRY?
The old
No, that's
DJ,
RHYMEBERRY.
Hikaru, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's like a model now or something.
She probably went
ditched the
to go
glasses.
do Gravio or something. Probably. Everyone does that. But anyway, let's move along from something where we don't have.
This is a fun one, but they're not really. RHYMEBERRY's not really bringing anything that you haven't heard before.
New to the table.
If you don't listen to a lot of RHYMEBERRY, it's good.
Or idol rap in general.
How about if it's just something you go to every once in a while, it's good.
Or if you find 1 or 2 songs from them that you like, throw it in the playlist and have fun. That's what I would say. But anyway, enough from something that we can't really say much about, and then something that we might say too much about. And John, you can take us away with this one. Who have we got next?
Why am I taking this?
Because you always take
Damn
this
it.
one.
Because you love this group, John.
John is secretly #1 fan of
It's,
Favorite group
it's
ever,
Deadlift Lolita's new one, Pump Up Japan.
Pump Up Japan. And this one got John pumped up, didn't it, John?
Oh man, it got me something. Oh goodness.
So what are you guys
Can
feeling
I-
about this one?
Can I give my hot take that I promised you, guys?
Yeah, I'm
You
just going to
better
put
take
on my
it.
fire
You better do
retardant
it.
jacket while you do this. Go on.
So, this is basically Deadlift Lolita's Nippon Manji, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. But not as
Except it's
catchy,
like
right?
a million times worse.
Yeah. Pretty
Well,
much.
I mean, come on. They're talking about how the trains run on time. They're talking about the awesome infrastructure.
I mean,
Who
I
puts that in
don't.
a song,
That's fine.
dude?
That Lady Baby has always fucking covered stupid stuff like that and said stuff about Japan tourism and that sort of stuff. So I don't have any
you
problems
mean
with
Lady
that.
Beard, right?
Yeah, Lady Beard. Yeah.
I had problems with him teabagging the camera repeatedly.
It wasn't even that. Yeah, I thought the instrumental that goes behind the song is pretty good. You know what I mean? Apart from the random guitar solo that was a bit out of place and some other bits and bobs. But instrumentally, the song isn't that bad. What completely ruined it for me, and it's not what's her name? Reika Seiki?
Psyche, Reika.
Yeah, Reika something like that, yeah. What ruined it for me is not her. She's fine. She sounds really good in this one, actually. Thumbs up to her, that one. She sounds a
Better than
lot
the last
better.
one.
Much better than the last one. Genuinely enjoyed her voice. Beard-chan, beard face, beard man, whatever I have to call you. What are you doing? What was the voices? What was going on with the old lady voice and the old man?
Well, he's playing the characters.
Yeah,
man.
but that, for a song, that is so fucking how you just can't play that. It's just
Oh, but he played it. See, he played it.
At this point, yeah, it's like a parody of a parody. It's a parody of itself. Like at this point, you're just gonna have to pass it off as a comedy band, because when you got to the point where you're actually literally just doing comedy, like in the
Yeah,
song.
but-
You can't even take it seriously.
But the thing is, you can do something for comedy, but it can still be good.
But that isn't.
Yeah, like Weird Al.
there's this
right?
there's this quote unquote fake country singer that I really like, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Yeah.
And he just basically takes the piss out of country songs.
Yeah, but if the
they're
music's still good,
songs.
it's fine. But like, yeah. Or like, you know, Jack Black, you know, does
This
whatever. But he's like a really good singer, and the music's still good. But this isn't like, why is he doing he's doing old lady voices?
Deadlift Lolita songs are good when it's Reika singing.
Yes.
I'll give it that much.
And if it was only Beard just doing his minimum amount of man grunts, I'd be fine with that. A little bit of man grunt, a little bit of teabag camera, you know,
He's doing these like
twirl his beard
stupid
around.
voices, though.
But yeah, why?
No
why
teabag. No teabag. I don't
No.
need no grundle up in my face. Get
Pretty
that out
much.
of here.
Pretty much. He's,
A poor cameraman.
I don't know.
They probably just set the camera on the floor and had him do some
I
squats.
hope so.
Oh, Screaming 60s had him doing squats on camera. Is that basically what it is?
Maybe he's been going to too many 60s shows.
I don't even know. A lot of people in the chat said the whole concept of Lady Beard has gotten old, in my opinion. I thought it got old before they even went on hiatus. The joke isn't funny anymore. It's not. But he seemed like he seems like he tried to... I thought he was trying to go for this whole kawaii core thing, and he was going to try and, you know, bring some legitimacy, in brackets, legitimacy, people, in brackets, to what he was doing, and try and, you know,
It's
say,
just-
like, it can work. And then he's just made...
He's kind of like a parody, I guess.
But he's only a parody of himself. He's just taking the piss out of what he was previously making. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Oh,
Sorry,
well.
sorry, Beard Boy.
At least he got some of his wrestler friends in the video, right?
he should just go and do wrestling.
I can only assume that they're serious wrestlers.
No,
No,
So they're not even serious wrestlers?
they're wrestlers. They're
but
comedic wrestlers.
yeah.
But they're wrestlers.
Well, I mean, you should be
Well,
able
I
to
don't
tell
even know what to say about
just
that.
looking
They
at
work.
it.
They work for DDT, which is like the kind of light-hearted, like fun wrestling company in Japan.
So it's wrestling, not wrestling.
Sure, I guess.
It's
I
like a
don't know.
Ted Turner style WCW wrestling.
I mean, they can work, you know. But,
Yeah.
like it's lots of comedy stuff, you know.
Yeah, they're
And
not
it's
taking
really
themselves too
popular,
seriously.
so I mean,
It's good entertainment,
yeah.
which is what I think Deadlift Lolita tries to be, is good entertainment. But I think it's yeah, I don't know. I read a comment and I stopped completely. I was like, literally, I glanced down and I was like, all right. I literally, you know, normally I just read out comments automatically. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore what day it is today, and I'm
Skip
gonna
that one.
skip that
There's
one.
a
Yeah.
shout. Hard gay should put out you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm gonna pride react like that one. There you go. Done. But yeah.
Oh, good.
Enough of us bagging on Deadlift Lolita and him teabagging
For
us.
fuck's sake.
We can we can move on to our next one,
Oh
which is
man,
who?
we are gonna get it for that, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
From who?
I don't know, somebody.
Like, is
Somebody.
Beard gonna be waiting for us? At
We're
the
gonna get
airport or
13. We're gonna
something?
get 13 downvotes instead of our regular 12 this time.
Yeah, one extra from Beard. For fuck's sake. Let's move on to the next one, which is Gang Parade.
The most irrelevant whack group.
Lol. The meme is strong. Even though it doesn't matter.
I'm
that
never gonna let that.
It
go,
doesn't
man.
matter that Saki's not in the group anymore, because when they're all white faced, they all look like Saki, so it's fine.
That's racist.
Look, I didn't make the video. Whoever directed.
You send all
Yeah,
Asian
dude,
people
why
look
you
the
such a
same,
hater?
bro.
Like, why
Terry.
they appropriating my culture in it? No, I'm joking.
They're appropriating my skin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally as white as a bit of paper, so it kind of makes sense. I never know if I like Gang Parade or not. That was a comment, by the way. Not me.
I
I
do
like
like
Gang
Gang
Parade.
Parade.
I do like Gang Parade. I've come around to
I
that.
also like Gang
I
Parade.
finally managed to convince 2 other people that Gang Parade are good.
No, I went and watched live stuff of them, and it was really good. They've got
Hey,
a lot of
Maniac
energy.
likes Gang Parade too.
Yeah,
so
Maniac.
there's
Does
at
he?
least 4 fans.
That was a really weird one. The song is really good. It looks like they were like, "Hey, we've got some leftover BIS material that's
Is
actually
it
not
really
crap."
good?
I like the song. I like the song.
I like the chorus.
I like the chorus.
I don't know about
I
the
like the
talking
singing bit. I
parts.
like the little emotional build-up talking bit. If we could actually fucking understand what they were saying, it might make sense. But obviously we don't.
I don't know, man.
It might add a little to it if I could understand what they were saying. But
The only bit that throws me off is the video bit where they've got the black hands and the white face and the wings.
Do they not have like wings?
Yeah,
at
they got
some point?
wings at some
Yeah.
point. They've like transcended Gang Parade and they've like joined together with like the spirits
It's
from.
the same group as Gang Parade, by the way. I'm sure.
You
the
know who I
person
really like?
making That,
It's exactly the same thing, yeah.
yeah.
Just
Who do you
Yeah,
like,
it was
John?
good.
Who do you like?
never mind. I was just gonna go even farther back.
Do you like Planame, bruh?
Yes, I do.
Planame, bro.
Both of them.
Yeah, the ones you bought, I'm assuming. But yeah.
No, both members.
Oh.
There was
Thought
only 2.
you meant both singles. I know you're like for snatching up singles when they appear.
I do have both singles,
But yeah,
that's beside
I
the point.
like the chorus is really good. The chorus really reminded me. I could just imagine just Paul Louis singing it or Perry Ubu or I was gonna say Aya, but you know at one point it probably was. Aya singing.
Well, it was a
in the
little
song.
less electronic, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was much more kind of more scramble sounding, if anything. But then apparently they were saying, you know, that sometimes Gang Parade is meant to be the experimental whack group that they, you know, try new styles with, and if it doesn't work out, they don't give a shit because Gang Parade doesn't matter, essentially. And I don't know how true that is, but you know, this doesn't seem that they've tried something new apart from the talkie bit. That is new. I don't know any other. I don't know any BIS or BIS songs. Is there anything like that where they have that kind of like spoken word poetry bit?
Not really.
Not for a verse. I mean,
I
I
don't think so.
I actually listen to a lot of music with that sort of stuff in it, but that's more like, you know, I don't know, like post-hardcore and post-emo revival. All sorts of stupid Western genres that have way too many extra genres added to them to make other stuff. So let's not
That's what
even
I
go
was
into
gonna
that.
say, because you just said post-emo revival, and I'm
Yes.
like, I don't even know what those words mean when you put them together.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
that's-
even-
and
That's
that-
insane.
I don't even know, but I know what the bands are. But yeah, they add their own names. to it.
I didn't know there was an emo revival and that we're post emo revival.
Yeah, right. There's emo revival and but yeah, you're thinking like Fall Out Boy emo. I'm thinking like Scrams. Different. Not mainstream emo, actual emo. But that I'm not even gonna go into that because otherwise I'm gonna start talking about shit that I don't need to be talking about. Oh yeah, Mason Bookgirl do spoken word, but then again,
Yeah, but they don't mix it up. They do a whole 10-minute spoken word track.
They do.
yeah,
like
that's a good point. Yeah.
They do a poetry reading for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, got someone in the chat for Shuengo Bupan. We've already covered them, unfortunately. But we have got some live footage of them in the Alternative Idol Facebook group if you want to go check out the live footage of them, or you can go check out their songs on SoundCloud. But I'm assuming you already know, as you're in the chat for them. So, makes sense. If you wanted to see what we said about them, then go and check out the on-demand video, which will be out on Monday. Cool. Just to address that quickly anyway. Should we move on to the last video? It'll be good. Oh, wait, any
Yeah,
more?
we can move on.
I think we're pretty. I mean, I don't know about this Gang Parade song, but we'll see. I guess.
John,
If
your
it
thoughts?
gets-
What
if
is
it
it?
gets interest from people that aren't typically into Gang Parade, then it's all good, I guess.
I liked it.
Well, yeah, I mean, every time I've got my YouTube rotation or whatever playing on
Yeah.
whatever device I'm using, every time every Gang Parade song grows on me even more every time. I don't know what it is. It's like the more you listen, the better it is.
I think.
One of us.
One of us. But yeah, just watching the YouTube footage got me more into them, to be honest with you. A lot of groups sometimes their studio stuff doesn't translate as well to live, but I think their live stuff sounds better in some respects sometimes. It might be just because you can see the energy they bring a bit better. I don't
Well, I
know.
think what really got me into them was the whole whack audition thing, actually.
Oh, because you actually got to see the members, you know, make an attachment, listen to the music a bit more.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to pay a little more attention here.
Boom. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our last MV. And one that could be controversial or not, because none of us have really said anything about it to each other about this yet. And that is
Some will say it all.
the new PassCode MV, One Step Beyond. Are we going to let me do my take first?
Yeah,
You can do your take.
Yeah,
Do your take.
go.
Less Vaseline than Bite for Bullet, which made me immensely happy. And also, I didn't feel like I was on a roller coaster while watching it, and that like the cuts were like every 2 seconds, and my eyes were bleeding. Like,
Well, you haven't seen the whole video yet, have you?
oh,
Yeah,
as long as I
exactly.
hope to God it wasn't shot by the same guy who shot Bite the Bullet, because that song was like smothered in Vaseline and cuts, and yeah, it wasn't very good. It just hurt my eyes. This is all right, but it does seem like they've took a bunch of ideas from other idol groups' videos and smushed them together to make like a more high budget version, which I'm guessing one of you is about to talk about.
So, like, she was just sleeping face down in the bath?
Isn't that how you take a bath?
I mean that guy is apparently asleep in the bathtub at Saw at the beginning, so I don't know how he didn't drown. So yeah, there's
I'm just saying.
plot
yeah.
holes, bro. Plot holes, pretty much. Terry talking about Vaseline while a photo of Kaede in chains flashes across the screen.
Yeeps.
Yeah, boy. That's all I can say to that one.
I mean, the music video's well done, I guess.
Does it have the Avex color treatment?
Not really.
Not so much. It didn't have like the weird magenta-y like hue to everything. It seemed to be okay. It wasn't too bad. But yeah. What do you think of their new outfits now? You can actually see them like head to toe.
The outfits are fine.
They're
Yeah.
fine?
They're actually alright, yeah. When I first saw the picture of them, which was just the top half, they looked super plain, like super bland. I was like, oh god. Like there's very little to them. I wonder what they're wearing. And
I expected a skirt. So
we got skirts
There
though.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the skirts have got like the white bit at the bottom, and it kind of breaks it up a bit. And yeah. I was like, oh, thank God the outfits are a bit better, because when the original picture, I was like, there's nothing on them.
you're like, thank God it's not a whack outfit.
I don't know. So that can be a blessing or a curse with the whack outfits. You have to.
Most of them are curses, though.
You just
aren't they?
roll the
Really.
dice, and you might get 1 out of 10 might be good. The rest are all going to be
You
diabolical.
got some kind of weirdo spaceman thing, or a half pant, half skirt type deal going on.
Oh, the psycho hobo clown. Yeah, all sorts
Yeah,
of
that
stuff.
one,
That was
yeah.
good. But yeah. What do you guys think of the new PassCode song? Would be another thing to ask. And what does everyone in chat think about the new PassCode song? I know some people said that
Well,
they
I'm
love
going to
it.
be the unpopular one here,
Are you?
and
Are
I'm
you?
going to say,
We'll see.
you know, they need a new song structure.
Yep.
I think
100%
because
preach,
it is
brother,
because
preach.
this is oh my god you get a verse, you get
You
Yuna,
get Yuna.
you get a little like half verse, chorus.
Yep.
It's the same structure over and over and over.
I
They
enjoyed this
need
song a bit
something
more than I know we got all the idols. We got Amina Dejom, we got Homicidal Maniac, who's an idol in his own right.
He's an idol in his own mind, baby.
But is he an idol or is he an idol?
new. I didn't see her jump in here.
She only just popped up.
Nice.
Hello, Amina. Welcome to the show. Hopefully, we don't embarrass ourselves too much. Yeah, carry on. What was you saying, John?
Oh, I was done.
Oh,
I
you're
thought
done.
you were
Like-
gonna go.
So, can I go?
Yeah, go.
It just, I mean, for one, did they have to turn the vocoder up to 11?
Again, yeah. I felt like
can none of these girls like sing? Just like without.
I would. You know what I would
modification?
love? I would
Acoustic
love to
album,
hear
let's go.
a non-vocoder song.
Unplugged passcode album, like MTV.
Please.
well,
Yes, can we get one?
Well, a while ago we had them perform. Where did they perform? They performed at what was it? They performed at something and they did all their songs, but without vocoder. Is it a festival? Was it? They performed at a festival recently or somewhere.
They did. What was that?
Yeah.
And it was
And it was good. It was like one
It
of the
was
best.
so good.
And Yuna sounded amazing, and the instrumentals were good. They had the band with them as well, didn't they? Sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you compare that, and then you compare album super processed. It's give me that acoustic live stuff.
But I don't know if like stylistically it might be getting to the point now where it's starting to rub people the wrong way. Like originally it was a bit like, oh okay, it's a bit of vocoder, but now it's starting to wear thin, the vocoder a bit.
And the song structure, like John said, is kind of just like. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but where the video cuts off, I've heard that like breakdown / bridge or whatever
that's
about 3,000 times.
Oh,
that's what sealed the deal.
But have you heard the new bit with the like Now's voice or whoever's singing, and they like chopped it up and made it into like a guitar solo? Have you heard that bit yet? Because that's the only like truly interesting bit of the song. I bet neither of you have listened to that.
Where'd you get that bit at?
From Deezer.
Yeah, iTunes.
Deezer and iTunes, bro. Hook me up with the full song, yeah? The full song's out, I've heard it, but it's pretty good. Like, it's okay.
I just watched the video, so.
Yeah. But,
like, I've heard that kind of, like, breakdown about 1,000,000 times.
They did that on the last video sample.
Well, they do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
They do that again, but then it goes into something else, which is something a bit different from them. It goes
there's one kind of original part in the whole song.
Pretty much. If they can
It's
do
not
that,
really-
if they can do that on the entire album and have one original part in each song, then maybe somehow the album will have some. I'm still excited for the album. I'm still excited. I still have faith.
The album will have about one song's worth of
interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
you can take all those original parts and
I'll splice it and
mash
I'll
them
make
together and make a
I'll
good
make the
song.
one passcode song, yeah. And then I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna take all the auto tune and vocoder off and have it all raw. That's impossible to do, by the way. But I wish I could.
They turned it? But well, have they turned it up? The vocoder.
It feels
Is
like
there
it.
more?
Like,
Because it is almost unintelligible.
do you remember I was saying on Bite the Bullet that they put out the thing where on the last single where you had the instrumental right from the songs. And if you play the instrumentals by themselves, you're like, shit, man, this is really good. Like, on its own, like, the guitar's like, dun, 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 you like, it sounds chuggy, it sounds full, it sounds nice. And then you listen to the version with the vocals on it, and the vocals just smother everything. Like, they take away from the song so much that it's becoming detracting from, and it's just making their music just become one big, massive block of sound that is just undigestible. And that's amazing for people that have like the attention span of 2 seconds, and they're just like, yeah, boom,
Or they have,
it's
like,
heavy and
permanent tinnitus. Or
yeah,
something.
and all you want to hear is doo, you know what I mean?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
So, their first album, All Is Vanity,
Yes.
Yuna wasn't on that album, right?
No, she's not. No.
So they've somehow added a much better vocalist, but the music gotten worse over time.
Well, the music hasn't gotten worse. The
Yeah,
music itself,
I mean, I would say that
the
music
actual
has
musical
slight-
tracks are fine.
I would say that they're moving.
Alright, okay,
they're moving
the
farther.
songs have
They're moving
gotten
farther
worse.
from God every day. Put it that way.
The songs have gotten worse.
They
Can I agree?
They
with
have.
that?
They have. In all honesty.
So
Like-
And now, ever
how
since
the
they
fuck
jumped
does
to a
that
major.
happen?
Yeah.
Well, you jump to a major. Now who's running the show? You're not making decisions yourself. The big suits at the top are pushing
Yeah,
the button, right?
I guess there's a lot of stuff in English on the newer songs that they've been doing, and like
So-
to hide like the bad English singing or like the bad pronunciation, they're just smothering it in vocoder. But like,
So, like-
it's in English and I can't understand it, and it's in English. Like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is bad enough that they speak English and you can't understand it, and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're singing in Japanese. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? That's all English. They're like, wow,
If I can,
that's bad.
If I can come back to that point about record label management meddling.
Yeah, go on, go for it.
So by that standard, then all of the Crazy Bish songs on Killer Bish were also record label mandate.
I mean, it could be. I mean,
Were they on Avex already?
Yeah.
For
For
Killer
Killer Bish,
Bish,
that was
yeah.
their first one.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
considering Avex are, well, let's say allowing.
I mean, I'll give you Orchestra for sure. That was not probably their entire idea.
No. I mean, it was probably written by Watanabe.
There's some songs on that album that I'm thinking, maybe a record label wouldn't have necessarily suggested that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the problem is, PassCode are so big and they're so popular now. I say that, and they're still not that popular and they're still not that big. But I'm saying within our niche, like everyone always throws out the big names like Beige, PassCode, Baby Metal, like as the big ones. Do you get what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, but can I stress this?
Yeah.
They're doing a tour for this album that comes out in August in November.
I know, and I still don't understand why. Because if they started earlier, I could actually see them. I have no idea. Either that or they're doing like a big.
Well, they're on Universal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sony.
Universal Music Japan.
Yeah.
Who else is on Universal? Do we even know? Do they have any other?
Calibration.
Well, Amina said that PassCode doesn't have as involved composers. No, they have one. They have one guy. That one guy that does the entirety of PassCode sound. Like, it's that one guy that makes the whole PassCode thing, which is why when he ended up moving and producing for someone else, which was Gary, Neve Slide Down, right? Everyone immediately went, Neve Slide Down.
I guess, but at least the vocoder isn't.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But when the composer who works for PassCode went to Neve Slide Down to work with them, what was the first thing that everyone said about Neve Slide Down? Oh, they're a PassCode ripoff. Because without that producer, they wouldn't be PassCode without that one guy, that one producer guy who basically writes it.
I'd say they're a PassCode improvement, but that's my opinion.
Oh no, I like Neve. Like Neve for me are putting out more enjoyable content recently than PassCode. But PassCode are heavier, so
maybe
some
it's just,
people
maybe
go
it's just
PassCode.
Universal, because now that I think about it, I think Mostly Calibration are on Universal as well, and they were really good once, and now they fucking suck.
I think the problem is that PassCode have boxed themselves into a massive box of what they're being known for, and like, how do you break out of something that's that well structured to the point that it's so well structured that it's boring because we know what's coming?
Well, I think they took the digital thing, they went too far.
They've gone as far as they can go with it without just becoming Skrillex or Teddy Lloyd.
Maybe let's dial back on the digital and just do some hardcore.
Yeah, but then you'd just be doing Neve Slide Down. Neve Slide Down have got that covered now. They're doing the guitar riffs. They're doing the slightly non-vocal.
Neve Slide Down.
I know, right? But then, yeah.
So,
it seems like they kind of
must.
Yeah. Well, you mean like swap them and well, I thought like on the new song they sounded like the chorus sounded a bit Neve Slide Downy at one point. Like it kind of
did.
It kind of did, and then it kind of just went off into PassCode madness again. I don't know. I'm still excited for the album. I'll still pick it up because
I guess we'll see what else is on it.
I did enjoy Virtual for the most part.
I'm hoping there's a bit more variety.
Yeah, if I just want to put something on
really
that's
sure how there can be.
If I just want to put something on that's loud, you know what I mean, like would probably get me super hyped playing like games or something, you know what I mean, put on a bit of PassCode and just go ham for half an hour or whatever, you know what I mean, listen to it, but I can't see it being like everyday listening for me, that album. I don't know.
That first major label single they did was so ill-judged. I think I've said this before. Whatever the first single they did with Universal.
Oh yeah, Miss Unlimited, yeah.
Where they're like, here's everything we do over the course of 3 songs. It's like,
yeah,
great.
Pretty much.
What now?
Yeah, they pretty much laid it out for everyone.
It's like, here's everything on the kitchen
I suppose
sink
the difference is for everyone new who's jumping on board with PassCode now, right?
Yeah, but you don't.
This is all new.
Everything at once.
I mean, no one's listening to Virtual because Virtual's out of print. So all these new people that are jumping onto PassCode probably can't even listen to that.
iTunes.
Oh, I suppose. Physical media though, might not be able to get it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg now.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much.
Guess.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly hype for this album.
Yeah, I don't know. They're one of them groups that, as it's going along, I don't know if my taste has changed though. Like,
well, here you go. You know how I like to buy physical media like all day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying this one.
Ooh, that's
take,
controversial.
Take the money that you would have spent and put it towards going to Japan.
Yeah, bro.
It's already going towards that. I'd have to take it out.
Ooh, definitely don't do that.
Yeah, keep that money in your bank, bro. But on that bombshell of John not spending money for once, we can probably
Which
bring
is
this show to a conclusion. And say definitely thank you to everyone who's new and decided to join us, even if joined us late and missed all the interesting stuff and you just got to hear us argue about passcode and some other random stuff. But big shout outs to everyone I met at the Necro show. Big shout outs to everyone who's joined us for the podcast today, and big shout outs to everyone who's gonna go and sub and follow us now and help us get to 200.
Smash the sub button.
And also smash the likes to combat the 13 dislikes that we're definitely going to get on the actual VOD. Not this. Don't care about this. This is a stream. This doesn't matter. But on the actual VOD, go smash that like button because, or smash the down like button. But anyone who's pressing the down like button and they've met me now, I expect you to press up instead because I'm a lovely guy.
Yeah, you can come back. You don't even have to watch the whole video. Just come hit the like, and then you can go.
Give us the view and then disappear.
And then disappear and then go.
Well, I don't know what the time frame is to count as a view because I know it's
one day.
30 seconds.
Maybe one day we'll be not lazy and we'll like timestamp like the sections so people can skip to what they want to look at.
Yeah, you get right on that, Terry.
Yeah, I mean I'm not doing it. I'm way too lazy for that. I can just about like get the video ready for Monday, considering I work Saturdays and Sundays. But other than that, but is there anything you guys want to push out or let people know before we head off?
Yeah, sure. I guess. So check out idleasshit.com. Also follow idleasshit on Twitter. Weekly reviews of new Idle releases.
What have you got coming up next?
It's often alt stuff, but not always. Like this past week where I reviewed Wakita Monari, who used to be in Ospecia. I reviewed her single.
Yep.
And this coming week, so if you're watching the VOD, it will be this Wednesday. Cyber single comes out this coming week, so I'm going to be getting my review out to kind of coincide with that. And I'm also on Friday of this upcoming / current week.
Bloody hell, you're a busy boy this week.
Yeah, I know. I've got my massive quarterly roundup of all the non-idol Japanese music that I've been liking.
That I think a lot of people don't realise that you do.
It's a fucking big one, guys. It's like,
I thought the last one was a big one.
It's like 18 different things.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, people probably don't realise I do it because I don't share that stuff in the Facebook group because it's not all idol stuff. So that's why you should follow Idle as Shit on Twitter so you can get all the non-all idol stuff too.
Makes sense, right? And anything from you, Mr. John?
Just the same old. Just little stories, poorly written, not much content.
Well, wait to sell the product, bro. Wait to sell the product.
No, I get some new stuff. I get some stuff on there. I'm usually looking at newer groups, small niche type groups.
Yeah. If you want to keep your thumb on the pulse and see what the hell's coming out that's new before, well, most people in Japan even have an idea. Then just follow John or check out the group because he's gonna post stuff.
You've probably seen it on Homicidals, but you'll hear it there first.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not to undermine Homicidals, because he's kind of awesome.
Undermine him. I wanna see beef.
No, I'm just shooting on him now.
Yeah.
Is he gone? Is he still here? He's probably gone.
He's probably gone.
We share back and forth. It's cool.
You should, Terry. You should also tell them there might not be a podcast next week.
There also might not be a podcast next week. Just throwing out there. There might be. There might not be.
And they should go hang out with you at Hyper Japan.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Hyper Japan Saturday and Sunday. Might be there both days.
Question.
We'll have to see. I'll be interested to see blah 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 Moso Cali, and there's a couple of other people playing as well that I'm interested in seeing. So go head down there. I'll treat you to some sake. We'll get some good food and we'll chill out and we'll see some Japanese music. And they got VR as well at the moment. So I'm guessing some people can't make it to Hyper Japan. But if you can, come down and see me, damn it, because I've met a load of you now and it'll be good to see people. So yeah. But anyway, that's it from me and from us this week here at the Alternative Idol Podcast. Thanks for everyone for joining us. And I say it a million times, but I'm going to say it one more time. So that's me signing myself out.
Oh, we're doing this now? Alright,
Yeah,
thanks
boy.
for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. See you next time.
Oh, yep, and don't forget to tell your friends to get us to 200. I got a pile of stuff to give away.
Yeah, so giveaways, sub, like, all that good stuff. I'm gonna
Share on
stop.
social media.
Boom. Wow.
Bye.
No. Goodbye.